Hi, I'm Belle, welcome back to my channel. Today is Wednesday the 10th of April 2019 and today I'm going to let you know how my week's been and how I got on when I went to group last night. I'm going to keep this video relatively short, famous last words. I probably won't, I'll probably ramble on and on because I've got a rubbish cold. I feel, not great, and it's day 3 of my new job, and the new job, the longer hours, the longer commute and all that kind of stuff is taking its toll, and I am knackered and I need to get an early night. So hopefully I'm not going to talk for too long, but you know, I have said that before. So my week, if you remember last Tuesday when I weighed in, I was delighted to have had a £2 loss. It was kind of unexpected because whilst I'd had some very on-plan meals that week, I'd also had some meals out and indulged in a few treats and things. And so yeah, when I weighed in last Tuesday, I was delighted to have had that loss. But if you remember the weeks before that, I'd had weeks where I'd been super good and I hadn't had the result that I wanted. I also mentioned in my video a few weeks ago that I'd had some sort of negative comments from somebody about how their kind of losses on the scales would have been kind of bigger than mine, and I think something kind of shifted over the last kind of few weeks, and I kind of had got myself, by the time I recorded my weigh-in update video last week, into a place where I was, I don't know, I wouldn't say I'd fallen out of love with the plan at all, but I'd lost my faith a bit, and even though I'd had a great loss last week, I had sort of lost my faith in the plan. I was feeling a little bit negative. I was also sort of still questioning those weeks where I hadn't had the losses that I had hoped for or had expected, even though I'd been like super good. And I mentioned in my video last week that I'd kind of had a bit of a light bulb moment where I'd sort of acknowledged that I didn't have the best relationship with food, which sounds ridiculous that, you know, aged 42 as I am, having been on sort of weight loss plans for like, probably nearly 30 years or something, that at no point did I ever think it was anything to do with why I was eating. I always just thought it was what I was eating, and I kind of hadn't put 2 and 2 together that actually my kind of relationship with food and my mind and how I, my emotional eating and all that kind of stuff, the impact that all of that had. So when I had my kind of light bulb moment last week, and then I think I mentioned to you that I had some time off due, and I'd kind of given myself like the green light to kind of indulge in a few treats because I was like on holiday. I don't know, all of that combined basically meant that last Wednesday, after I did my weigh-in update, I then spent the rest of my like Slimming World week, which goes to Tuesday, apart from the odd day when I was absolutely on it. I definitely spent more of last week, if I'm totally honest, being completely off the rails. And I displayed behaviours and eating habits over the last week that I actually scared myself, because I haven't eaten to like excess really, like eating like chocolate and treats and stuff like that to excess for well over a year. Like, I've had indulgences on holiday, I've eaten loads on holiday, and I've eaten a lot at Christmas and things, but I haven't had more than like a day really of eating things like lots of chocolate or lots of cake or that kind of thing for well over a year. And I thought I'd really shaken those kind of behaviours, and I didn't think that I still was like that, because I used to be obviously well, not obviously maybe, but I used to be like a really bad overeater, and I would have really bad patterns of behaviour where I would like try a diet, like a proper diet, on a Monday, and I'd do it for like 2 days, and then I would be hungry, so I would start eating absolute rubbish, and then I'd think, oh, I'll start a new diet on Monday, so I kind of gave myself like the green light to eat like absolute rubbish for the rest of the week, and then I'd start a new diet on the Monday, and the same pattern would happen. But I haven't been in that frame of mind for well over a year, and so this week, where I have completely gone off the rails, was a bit of a shock to me. And yeah, I don't know whether I'd lost my faith in the plan, or my head wasn't in the right place, or I don't know, was I worried about my new job? Was I stressed? I don't know what it was, but something happened this week, and yeah, it had, from a Slimming World point of view, this week was not good at all. And you know, I put my hands up to it. It's me. It's my fault. And if I'm totally honest, like, I really like chocolate and biscuits and cakes and all that kind of stuff. And I think the first one that you have, or the first couple of biscuits or chocolates that you have, are amazing. Like, they taste delicious. But if I'm totally honest, by the like third or fourth, I'm not even enjoying it. Like, I don't know why I do it, but excuse me. Yeah, I don't know why I do it. And I also, it makes me feel rubbish. Eating junk food, and well, lots of junk food, makes me feel rubbish. It gives me a headache, it makes me sluggish, it makes me tired. And so I just don't know why I do it. But this week I have absolutely eaten all of the wrong food. I don't know why. It could be any of those reasons, but just being honest with you, that is what this week has looked like for me. And then I thought, going to weigh in yesterday, I knew obviously I was going to be facing a gain, and I just thought I need to go back and face the scales. So I went to group last night. I was late to group. My new job is have been lovely to let me kind of leave work a little bit early so I can get to group, but it's quite a long way away, or like the journey back is quite long. So I missed the beginning of the group, so I did sit in on the group, and then I weighed after group, and it was nice to be there and to be able to kind of get on the scales and, fingers crossed, draw a line. So the results on the scales were this. I went to group, and last night I put on 4 pounds, meaning that I weighed in at 12 stone 5, and my weight loss to date is 2 stone 1.5 pounds. So a 4 pound gain last night. I think it's my biggest ever gain. No, that's not true. I've gained more when I went to Australia. I definitely gained more, and I gained more over Christmas. But apart from that, I've not had a gain like that since I've been doing Slimming World. So obviously, you know, 4 pounds is a lot, but I deserve it. You know, I ate loads, and I thoroughly deserve that gain. That said, line now drawn, I am now absolutely back on it again. I want to carry on doing Slimming World because, as I've said before, I think it gives me good, healthy, sensible eating habits of eating fruit and veg, eating lean meat and fish. I enjoy the food that I eat on the Slimming World plan, and it does help me lose weight. So I am absolutely glad to be back on it. I decided Tuesday morning, that was it, and I recorded a what I eat in a day video yesterday. Yesterday I finished the day. You may have seen yesterday's what I eat in a day video already, but I finished the day on no sins, which it wasn't planned at all. I just didn't find that I needed any yesterday, which is very unusual for me. But today I've been on it again. I'm writing everything back in my food journal again. And yeah, I'm back on track. And I feel much better for being, apart from having like a bad cold and being tired, I feel much better in myself for even 2 days of being back on it. For 2 days of having fresh fruit and veg and eating, you know, good stuff and having the vitamins again, and yeah, as I say, eating all that rubbish. I think sometimes the thought of eating things like chocolate and cake and biscuits and stuff, because I am a bit of a sugar addict, sometimes the thought of eating those foods is actually better than actually eating them. I think when you feel like you kind of can't have them, I really crave them, and then actually once you have them, well, for me, then the first one is nice, but the rest of them aren't as enjoyable. But yeah, I still carry on eating them, which, yeah, is obviously not ideal. But hopefully that is now out of my system, and I am now back on it. I'm just going to take it a day at a time. I can't do any more than that. Excuse me. Sorry, having sneezing fits. I'm just going to take it a day at a time. I'm sorry I'm not coming on and telling you I've had a perfect week and everything's been rosy, because that's just not the case. I totally deserve this gain. I haven't followed the plan. I haven't eaten sensibly this week. I've eaten rubbish. I deserve a £4 gain. But yeah, hopefully the line is drawn. And as I say, I'm 2 days into being back on it, and I'm really enjoying being back on it. So fingers crossed this will continue. So moving forward, that's my plan. Just carry on following the plan, writing everything in my journal. I'm not going to do anything fancy this week. I'm just going to follow the extra easy plan. And yeah, eat lots of fresh fruit and veggies, and hopefully try and shift this cold, give my body the vitamins that it needs, stop eating so much sugar and absolute rubbish. And yeah, fingers crossed I'll have the £4 off next Tuesday when I weigh in. But I'm going to record lots of what I eat in a day videos this week and show you what I'm eating, and hopefully that will help keep me on track. So that is my week. As I say, I'm sorry it can't be better news, but the reality is that is my week. So let me know how you're getting on. If you've weighed already, let me know how you've gone. I'd love to know. And if you haven't weighed, good luck. I hope it all goes well. But I would love to know how you're all getting on. And yeah, I hope everybody has a really, really fantastic week. Sorry this is all a bit garbled. But thank you so much for watching as always. And I will see you next time in my next video. Take care. Bye.